Write me like these beautiful letters and then put for me dedications and then put them like, you know, those perfumed envelopes. Oh my god, back in the day when people used to do things, you know, it was so romantic. One day me and my silly ass decided that we were going to correct do like correct his spelling and grammar mistakes, and then we did like a correction, and then we sort of like graded him, and I think I graded him like 2 out of 10 or 2 out of 30, I can't remember. And then some stupido sent the letter back to him. I was like, what who the fuck does that? I mean, how jealous can you be? Hi guys, my name is King Nelia and welcome back to my channel, Being King. Because this is the love month and I love love, I thought maybe I should reminisce on my past 3 loves and tell you all about it for entertainment. Right? So I've had 3 loves in my life. The first one, I'm gonna call him Fox. We met in high school. We had the same tutor, and one day he was standing across a notice board and I noticed him and I was like, oh my god, like he had this beautiful light skin and he had this gorgeous curly hair, and I was like, oh my god. So I went and I stood next to him. He noticed me, turned, and he was like, you look familiar. And then I was like, oh, that line. But then he was like, we have the same tutor. And I was like, yeah, we do. Then we had like a conversation. We exchanged numbers. But back in the day, you know, we used to have those phones that had like those, what do we call them? Like, I don't even know their names. Those tabs that you would like break. I can't believe I forgot that. Oh my god, I'm sorry, internet. Right? And then, you know, the phone was like a common phone, so you had to like delete all the texts and the messages and, you know, panga when you guys are going to talk so that your parents don't find out that you have a boyfriend. And it was sweet, it was young, it was full, and he was an artist. He used to write me the most beautiful letters. Like, he would really take his time describing all those beautiful words, and you know, the letters would come perfumed and dedications with Westlife, and I was like, oh, I was so in love. I was like, I can't believe it. And then he was actually the one who introduced me to my most favorite chocolate, which is Snickers bar. Like, I was like, I couldn't figure out why I liked it, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, he bought it for me. And then one day he decided to do something really stupid. So he had a girl call me and tell me, you know how it goes, yeah, leave my boyfriend alone, I can't believe you, I love my boyfriend. And he broke my heart. Like, my heart sank. I remember that day so vividly. I was listening to Heaven Sent by Keisha Cole. I was the one cooking, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's done this to me, how can this be? And I cried. I remember crying for the next 2-3 days like crazy. I couldn't believe he cheated on me like that, you know. And then I went to visit my friend, right? And when I was visiting my friend, the cousin was there, and I was like, oh my god, look at this hot guy. And I sort of was like, let's see where this goes, right? So the last weekend before people go back to school, Fox comes over. He's like, let's chat, let's talk. We have a sit down, we spend the whole day together. He was like, I'm sorry, I pulled a prank on you. I just wanted to know that you love me, blah 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 blah, you know, all those, yeah, I don't know, stupid things. And then I was like, then he was like, you know, but I want us together, and he was like, yeah, I want us to get back together, right? So we left it at that. Like, I didn't say yes or no, I kept quiet, right? So that night I was like, oh my god, who do I choose? Because here's my first love and here is my new crush. Who do I choose? I didn't choose because I was like, I have a whole 3 months to choose because I was in a boarding school, right? Wrong. So it just so happened, that God forbid, what are the odds, these two guys, the new crush, had transferred to the same school that my first love was at. They're busy sitting down, conversing, talking. Oh, my girlfriend is this. She's called Lara. What? You too? Mine too. She's called blah, 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 blah. No. And then they figured out that they were dating the same girl. Same girl. Right? And they came back. And each of them asked me about the other. And I was like, oh, shit. Shit. Like, I thought I had time to choose, only to realize that, well, time was really not on my side, right? So these two guys come back and they're like, we know about this other guy, and the other guy's like, I know about this other guy. And then my new crush moved on really quick with another girl in the neighborhood. And I guess me and my first love, we sort of drifted. And he was really hurt. He thought I was cheating. The other guy also thought I was cheating. Which, thinking of it, I don't know if I was. I just so happened to meet two guys in a really short span of time that I really liked, and I couldn't decide. I liked them both, really, to be honest. And yeah, and it drifted, and that was it. My first love, I think it ended. I mean, it got a little bit more complicated because now we were playing this back and forth thing where he hurts me, I hurt him, he hurts me, I hurt him, and it escalated, and finally we were like, you know what? We're not young anymore, and we went our separate ways, right? Then I met my second love. Now, my second love, let's call him, let's just say Jay, because god damn it, I cannot for the hell of me think. Right? So I was in a car, right? And then like I boarded a matatu and Jay was sitting at the back. So when I boarded, I saw him and I was like, oh wow, right? And then I looked at his shoes and I was like, oh no. I judged. I was like, no, not today, right? But then I was already sitting next to him, and I was like, oh, disappointing, right? Then he spoke, and he also gave me the dumb, I don't know, hala, you look familiar, this you look familiar thing. Are you kidding me, guys? Anyway, he also gave me the, you look familiar, are you from around here? And I was like, what? No way. Not again. And I was like, Then he told me, it's because you come from blah 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 blah. I even know you did. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I am. Then we started chatting, right? But then I was playing hard to get, and I was like, you're not the only one who's courting me right now. Oh, back in the days when I was like hot stuff, people I was just busy chatting with people left, right, and center. These days, my God, I go for like a weekend. My phone, not even a job interview is like, could you? Enjoy your youth, people. It fades like this. Anyway, so we started talking, we started chatting, we fell in love. I fell in love, and it was amazing for a while, until we decided we wanted to take things to the next step, the next level. And then we sort of, I met his parents, and then this is where oh my Lord, I've been unlucky with love, Anyway, so I met his parents, and then we were chatting, we were talking, and then it just so happened that me and him were from the same clan. So it meant traditionally we were not allowed to marry because we were from the same, even if we were not related. It just meant that it's the same area, it's the same clan, we are not allowed. So our parents were like, you guys can't be together, it's not allowed, you guys are never gonna marry, and that's it. And for a while, you know, we were in love, we were young, and I was like, let's defy them, you know, let's be together. But they sat him down one time, they gave him that real, you know, those real talk, those threats, yeah, and something inside him just snapped, and it was never the same. And we slowly just drifted apart. We drifted, and a little more complicated, like complications came by, but I like a lot of complications actually. You know, he was too afraid to be with me, I was too afraid to be with him. So there wasn't a point. I didn't want to defy my parents, and I didn't want to live my marriage life like without my parents' blessing and all. And we let it be. Like, we tried getting back together, but it was just put under the bridge, you know. It was gone. It was gone. You know. Then a while passed. Then I met my last love. The third one. No. I met my third love, because technically I haven't met the last one yet. And then I met my third love. Oh my God. I was in a cyber cafe. I was just chatting randomly, making so much noise with my, like, the cyber cafe attendant was my friend, and I was just chatting with him, talking, blah, 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 blah. Then I look up, and there he is, and he was in this gray jacket, and his eyes were gorgeous, like he had these beautiful white eyes, and I just looked at him and I was like, whoa. I lost my breath, like, right. And then I got shy, right? And then he did whatever he was doing and left. I went to my friend and I was like, yo, do you know that guy? He was like, yeah. I was like, give me his number. He was like, what? I was like, give me his number, right? So I get his number. I text him. We start talking. Like I think a week later or something. A few days later, he loses his phone. And he was like, no, just find me on Facebook. And then we had to chat on Facebook. Oh Lord. So we are chatting on Facebook, and then I was in Kisumu, right? And I was like, and I also gave him the same line. I was like, don't you think you're the only one who's hitting on me? I mean, I have like a baby over you. You're like number 5. And he was like, what? Number 5? Like, you know, those tricks and cronies, just trying to play hard to get, because, you know, why do I have to make it easy for you? You gotta work for it, you know. Anywho. Right, so we chatting, we texting, and then we finally decided to meet. So I traveled back to Nairobi. I used to have this tiny 1-bedroom apartment, and yeah, he was like, and then on the day, rated PG-18. So the first day we met, yeah, he came over. And then I was like, oh, come in, sit down. And then he sat down. Then I had removed, like the previous day, I was such in a rush, so I left my bra on the table. So when he sat down, that's when I realized, oh shit, my bra was top on the table. So I'm looking at this bra, and then I'm looking at him. And he's looking at this bra, then looking at me. And I'm there like, oh shit. I'm like, do you think he's seen it? And then he's looking at me like, I have seen it. And I was so embarrassed. Then I was like, oh shit, you've seen it already, so let me just remove it, but I know you've seen it, but you know, I'm not always like this, but you know, oh, sorry. And then I took it out, right? And then we ended up chatting, talking. And then I escorted him to the gate, and he said like, and then I was there standing like, oh, you know, when you meet a guy, you chatted, you vibed. I'm standing there like, okay, he goes, bye. I'm waiting for that kiss, yeah? And he just goes, bye. And he hugs me, and then he turns, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you kidding me? Really? Right? Then I get mad because I was like, what? I thought we vibed and you know, but he didn't kiss me, and I was like, what the heck? So I got mad. So I started ignoring him, right? He was like texting, and I'm ignoring him, right? So one day, I go back to the cyber cafe, right? I'm busy working on my sheet, busy working on... Have to get rid of the fly. Anyway, so I'm busy working on my stuff, busy working on something, and then he comes through. He passes me without saying anything, does whatever the heck he's doing, and goes. And I was like, what? What the fuck is wrong with you? I got on the phone like, and you know me, gave him a piece of my mind. He was like, but you were ignoring me first. I was like, yeah, because you didn't kiss me. And he was like, no, it's just you were ignoring me, so I did it back. And I was like, ah, I was hurt. And then I came to Kisumu again, stayed for a couple of weeks, went back to Nai, right? And he was like, okay, let's meet again. And then we met. No, what happened? Oh, so I traveled back to Nai. And then on that night I traveled back to Nai, I got back home, and then there was no electricity, right? And I was like, what the heck? Then I told him, oh, I just traveled, there's no electricity, I'm dirty and stuff, but you know, I don't know how these things are, like, right. So I told him, oh, I just traveled back and there's no electricity, so even if you come, I don't know, it will be, you know, weird, and there's no food, I haven't showered, and it's too cold for me to shower, so I'm just gonna head back to sleep, and you know. Anyway, long story short, because this is YouTube, he came over. We had a good time. We fell in love. You know. Nirvana. We fell, and I fell hard. Like, I always thought he was going to be the one. I always knew. I even said it. I said it so many times. I'm gonna marry this guy. I'm gonna marry this guy. And we loved each other so much. Like, we couldn't get enough of each other. And it was a good time. It was a good year. Like, it was some good bad 2 years. Halfway into it, yeah, because we started fighting a lot. But halfway into it, I realized I wasn't happy, and I know, like, I haven't been happy. Like, I keep saying that thing until I'm like, oh, what the heck do I need to do about it? Because I keep saying I wasn't happy. Anyway, no. But I wasn't, and I wanted something different, and I didn't know how to explain it to him or how to express it. And he loved me. I loved him. I knew that. And often I took it out on him, you know, when you take people for granted, I guess. And there's so much history and so much shit that happened in between us. And then I traveled, and then in 2017 I was like, you know, it's time. I left. And then in 2019 I thought, I would have him back, but he had already moved on. And yeah, now we're just friends. We're just cool with each other. Like, we're just friends. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, we fell in love, fell out of love, got angry at each other, got toxic at each other, insulted each other. You know, relationships are hard, I guess. Actually, relationships are really hard. They require a lot of sacrifice, and I don't know, guys, let me just say we didn't, at the end of the day, yeah, we just didn't understand each other. We didn't understand each other's needs. So he wanted something I couldn't give, I wanted something he couldn't give, and we both weren't ready to give up what we wanted. Yeah. And he found somebody who gave him something he wanted, and you know, he moved on, I guess. And oh God knows, I held on for a really long time. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, I just kept holding on and thinking, no, you know when you meet that guy, eh? I don't even know how to explain this. We just clicked. Instantly, it was just spark. Like, you know when people talk about spark? No, this was spark. Like, if he touched me, if he kissed me, if I heard his voice, boom, like, he drove me insane. Love wife. He drove me insane, and I wanted him and him and him alone and nobody else. And even when I tried moving on, it didn't work, because there were so many things about him that just clicked for me that I couldn't find in anybody else. There was some ease, there was passion, there was some understanding that I couldn't find with the other people. And I kept holding on, and I was like, oh no, he's the one. Like, in my mind, I was like, he has to, like, he is the one, so this has to work. But the universe had it different, and it didn't work. And yeah, so now, I mean, sorry for another day, because there is so much to talk about, and I'm probably a better writer than I am a talker, so maybe I'll write about it, but let's just leave it at that, because it's like going down memory lane, which I'm really not interested in doing right now. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your stories are more interesting than mine. I'd love to hear them. Comment down below, tell me all about it. And oh, you want to tell me all this time you've been looking at my cleavage? Oh, why? You're welcome. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for thank you for your love and support. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from me. I hope you just entertained. I hope you just got lost in my stupidity and my chattiness. And yeah, have yourself an amazing year. Bye. Have yourself an amazing year. Have yourself an amazing year. You. If I haven't told you I love you, know that I do. You. Everybody. Guys, by the way, if you know some eligible human beings, shoot them. No, not yet. Actually, no, I'm not ready. No, shoot them in the next 6 months. Oh, for fuck's sake.